Before we get into the video, I just wanted to thank you all for the amazing support that I've received so far. It's been so nice to be so accepted on here because it's where I want to be. I've always wanted to do this, so thanks lads. Make sure that you hit me up on my TikTok and my Instagram. Anyway, hi! Yes, we're sitting on the floor today. Hello lads and lassies and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little different. As much as I love fashion and all the fun and bits, I also love positivity and sharing what I can, and I also know a lot of people are struggling at the moment, especially anyone that's in college or is in the leaving cert or school, that it's just horrendous. So basically today I am going to be offering up just some tips and tricks on how to get through college / any kind of study while in lockdown. Or because, little backstory, I finished my final year of college from home. So from March to June I spent studying by myself out in the countryside. I don't live near any friends, I don't have a car. So this is really from someone who has been there. I just wanted to offer whatever tips that I've picked up along the way. Studying at home. There are 5 main things to keep in mind when you need to study from home. Do you see that bottle of Prosecco? That was a bottle of Prosecco. I drank so much during lockdown through study, and we'll get there. There is a reason behind that. But the first thing is you need to have the right space. I set up my room when I had to study the way I really needed it to be. I took my desks from around the house. I felt like I had brought myself somewhere and like to a different space, but I know not a lot of people have that. So here's a really simple trick. If you don't have an area or a room where you can create a different space or sit somewhere different with a desk, sit at the other end of your bed. I know that you want to get up and just roll over and just study in your bed, in your duvet. It is so mentally challenging to get yourself out of that bed. I fucking know. But if you can sit at the end of your bed where your feet would usually be when you're sleeping, makes a huge difference. I swear to God. And just psychologically, if you study in the same place where you sleep, you never feel like you actually get a break. So subconsciously, you are going to be anxious and worried about studying even when you're trying to relax and in bed and scrolling on TikTok or YouTube. We don't want that. But just switching that tiny thing up, it can offer such a difference to you. And then if you do have the actual space for a table and a desk, make it pretty, make it nice. Put some pictures up of your friends. If it's you and the fucking boys playing a match, or it's you and the gals when you were able to go out on a night out and you had some stories from that night. Also, I recommend candles. I love them. Makes it smell great. You're a little bit more relaxed. Light the candles during the day. Make it aesthetic. I swear it makes such a difference. Keep your space clean. Keep it clean. Having 400 glasses of water around you, it's distracting. Another thing about your space is phones away. I know it's fucking difficult because it's like a mental challenge, because to put your phone away you feel like you're missing out. But the best thing that got me through college was going, okay, everything that I'm missing out on at this very moment of time is on the internet. Everything that's on the internet stays on the internet forever. Like that Instagram post or scrolling on TikTok, all of that will be there in 4 hours time. And if it's not, then it's really not worth your time. Number 2, my second biggest tip that I can give you is think of the before. Before you go to study, before you go to school, before you click onto an online lecture, what are you doing? Are you waking up 5 minutes, rolling over in your bed, turning on your laptop, having it on its side and just chilling there like a zombie? I've done it. I've been there. But if you think of when you had to go to college or you had to go to school, the difference in you were probably getting up an hour earlier, depending on your commute, and you were having breakfast or you were having coffee, you were getting on a bus or you were getting a car, going to your locker, talking to your friends, and then going to your first class, right? Start with 15 minutes in the morning. Put an alarm clock 15 minutes before your class and keep going back and back and back until you have at least an hour before your class starts. It's tough. It's not easy. I'm not saying any of this is easy. And I want to stress that that it's a horrible place to be in, especially now, but there is little tips. These are just little tips that I hope can help you. Try and aim to be up an hour and a half earlier than your first Zoom class or the time you want to start studying. And that before time, oh my god, this can change your entire day. If you spend that before time and you drink a litre of water, you actually make and eat breakfast. If you like working out or even just going on a walk, do it in the morning. I know it's cold, but we all have coats, you know? I swear to God, you will feel like the main fucking character. If you want to put your favorite podcast in while you go for a walk, if you want to put on some like banging tunes, this before makes the during more durable. Like you feel like you can actually get through it because you've already achieved something in your day before this like inconvenience or before this compulsory thing that has to be done. You've already decided and chosen how you want to spend your morning. So you take back the power and then you're like, okay, now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do this. I promise you, you'll see a huge difference in both the clarity of your mind, your mental health, your work ethic, and just your all-round actual happiness and serotonin. Another thing about time. Oh my god. How many times have you had to like rewatch a lecture? I'm guilty. I probably had to rewatch fucking hours of lectures. I couldn't because I didn't listen during it. I was like on my phone or whatever. So this is when study smart, not study hard comes into play. If you were listening during the actual lecture, if you listen during that 1 hour and engage and take notes while it's happening and put your phone down, like right, this 1 hour I'm listening, I'm completely focused, you're not going to have to go back and spend another 3 hours scanning through a Zoom call to figure out what the fuck is going on in your assignment or your homework. It's a habit. You know, we're on our phones, it's a habit. We want to check, we get a Snapchat, we want to reply immediately, but that'll be there in an hour. Then when you go on your phone, you actually feel like you can engage and relax with it and scroll on TikTok like guilt-free. It'll like cause so much less struggle in your head, and we don't want you struggling. We want to keep you safe. Okay, so breaks. Talking about breaks, take breaks in between study. If you are studying, take 15 minutes every hour. The way we learn, we take it in a more focused, small amount of time than a prolonged, tireless amount of time. So if you said it that you're going to do this chapter of biology, do 45 minutes and then 15 minutes of that. Go, okay, I'm going outside, I'm going to go for a walk. Do not go on your phone and sit in the exact same spot for those 15 minutes. If you want to go on your phone and take Snapchats and everything, fine, but go into a different room. Go outside if it's not raining, like put on a coat. You'll feel like the weight drop off of you. I remember I used to stretch. I used to literally put my phone down on the floor and I'd be scrolling on TikTok while also like doing child's pose or breathing or whatever. But that's not for everyone. It's not for everyone at all. If you want to do 50 feckin' jumping jacks just to get your heart up and feeling alive again, do that. My best piece of advice for your breaks is go outside. If you give yourself a 15 or 10 minute break, please go out. Go out into the fresh air. It's like fucking magic. Like, it's actually like going on drugs or something. I don't know. It's trippy if you just go from being in a dark room, staring at words on a page, and you're like, I have no idea what's happening. Going outside, you're like, oh man, I'm so fine. I'm gonna be so okay. And the best part of it all, the best part is rewarding yourself. Oh yeah, girl, I am all about rewarding yourself. Self-love. You, self-love. Ah, girl, come here. We love self-love. We love rewarding ourselves for doing good things, because who else is going to do it? You know, we don't need validation from anyone else. We don't need anybody else buying us a beautiful Zara Gilet. No, we can do it ourselves. So we do. Okay, my best recommendations for rewards. So you can do them weekly and daily or bi-weekly. Daily rewards could be something like going on a really long walk with your dog or calling a friend. Like reading a book that you like, watching a movie at night with popcorn. Like small little things, but they really add up because you sit down and you go, oh, I deserve this. Then at the end of the week, make it something a little bit bigger. You know, have a takeout, have a bottle of wine, have a fucking naggin, have a shoulder of vodka, whatever you need. Let me bring you back to the Prosecco. My mom thought I was an alcoholic by the end of 4th year in college. So say on the weekends you do that. Have an entire morning lie-in. I am a big advocate for the Sunday lie-in. Or like go to bed early. I used to say I was going to bed early all the time when really I just didn't want to be around people. So I would like take a packet of popcorn, head on up and be like, I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. And then I would like watch movies and scroll on TikTok for about 5 or 6 hours. Then, like a bi-weekly gift, go online shopping. Actually buy yourself something that's physical. So if you're into working out, maybe there's like a new pair of headphones that you wanted, or weights, or protein that you want to try, order it. My fashion girlines, maybe you want to go on Zara or Bershka. Be adding little things to your cart for 2 weeks or a week, and then see which ones you really want and buy them. So they all come in one go, and then you're like, yay, I deserve this. Or maybe put money aside and be like, right, 50 euro aside, I'm gonna buy rollerblades or fucking balloons for your bedroom. I really want one of those cool balloon walls. I have absolutely no reason for it, but I just think they're fun. But let me know, do you try any of these and if any of it helps, because I just want to offer one validation to tell you that you're doing amazing, and that I know you've been left in the dark and you probably feel a little bit left behind with everything that's going on. It seems like students have been pushed aside a bit, and I just want to offer anything that I can to help you, because it's not an easy time at all, because we're all meant to be making mistakes and going on nights out and doing stupid things, and we don't have that. So I hope that these little tips can get you through some really fucking tough months to hopefully bring you out safely on another side when you can go to Ibiza with your friends or Greece with the gals. I think that's everything. Sorry, there is one more thing. Is have an outlet, right? Listen to me. You need to have 2 other outlets. You need to have a relaxing outlet, and you need to have an outlet that gets your heart rate up. So if you love reading books, if you love watching movies or listening to podcasts or having bubble baths or self-care and face masks, take your pick from that list. Do it weekly. Do it every 3 days. Also, I want you to have an outlet that does get your heart rate up. Look, you might not be into exercise or whatever. I know I wasn't when I was studying. Go out, go for a run, do a quick online dance workout. I loved the dance workouts when I was in like lockdown 1, because I didn't want to work out, and so that just felt like getting drunk at a club. I would really recommend choosing an outlet on either side. Even if the getting your heart rate up is like going on like a long socially distanced walk with a friend or a family member, do it. It just makes a difference. You have your life and you have your study life. So you can do all your study, get that done in a certain amount of time so that you take back the power in the mornings before and the evenings after. I just want to tell you that you're doing great. Under these circumstances, you're doing fucking phenomenal. And just know that no one has ever done this like fully for a whole year like you have right now. So please look after yourselves, and let me know in the comments if you try any of these or if you have other suggestions. Yeah, it really does make a difference to your head. When that's all working up there pretty well, everything else will fall into place and be okay. Alright, I love you guys so much, and thank you for listening to my tips, and if you did enjoy them, let me know. Also, subscribe or you'll fail all your classes. Yes, that's a threat. We're doing that now. As you can see, I'm very intimidating. Until next time.